So one of the main complaints we have from some homeowners, persons that are building or renovating, is that my contractor is taking too long, or they want more money. Stick around as I speak with one of the top contractors here in the Bahamas, where we dive deep into the construction of homes and everything about building and construction and also renovating. Stay around. So today we have Mr. Frederick Major and Mrs. Fredia Major of FME Construction. Like I say, we've been talking more about everything that deals with construction, with real estate, and also with renovations. But before we move any further, what I want you to do is, if you're watching me on YouTube, I want you to hit the subscribe button. If you're watching me on Facebook, I want you to like this page. If you're watching me on Instagram, follow this page. And if you're watching me on LinkedIn, I need you to connect with me. So welcome to the show, Mr. Major and Miss Major.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure being here.
Awesome. So, Mr. Major, can you tell us how exactly you got started in the industry? Was it from a young boy you grew up? Or how exactly did you get started in the industry?
Well, actually, I started in the industry because I had a vision not to hang all my eggs in one basket.
Okay.
It was many, many years ago. I grew up in the tourism industry and realizing that I had all my eggs in the tourism basket. For some reason, I guess it was God's inclination that, hey, you need to get some eggs out of this basket. And thank God, today, uh, it was proven right because COVID just kind of knocked the tourism industry. So we were kind of prepared for a time such as this.
Okay, awesome. What persons don't know, I'll let the cat out of the bag. This is your daughter. And
Yes.
she helps you with the company. And what I love family businesses because it does something different with the business. It's more in-depth. Persons really love what they do. All right. So, Dia, can you let me know what all does your company encompasses? Is it only construction and renovation, or do you do more than that?
Well, within the last 3, 4 years, we've restructured, and the company right now it doesn't only include construction and renovation. We branch as far as project management.
Okay.
We work on projects, the project management would basically be we would take responsibility for the homeowner or the client, purchasing goods, organizing the whole phases of the project, not just with the construction, but also with, let's say the homeowner wants to bring in new furniture or they want to install a speaker system or a pool.
Okay.
We would bring in the vendors, organize that, which would basically be the project management aspect of it. We also do consistent maintenance, which means we have maintenance teams that once we establish a maintenance relationship with a company or
Okay.
homeowner, it's a regular thing to make sure that the place is upkept. So that's another sector of FME construction that is outside of just construction and renovations. We want to make it a complete one-stop shop where your property could be managed, your project could be managed, maintenance is kept up, and the construction is A1.
Awesome. Y'all do everything. So, in regards to real estate and the person who is just building and different stuff, and they're trying to find a contractor, what are some things a person should ask a contractor before they hire?
I think before hiring a contractor, especially based on some of the challenging clients that I've worked with, um, you should basically see where the contractor's head is at financially, because like you mentioned, people say a lot of contractors waste the money, or so I think certain things you could look out for certain red flags with contractors when it comes to maybe their equipment or if they have transportation, things like that would help you to choose a better contractor. What do you think?
Definitely. We saw some red flags in one or two subcontractors that we had looked into.
Okay.
For instance, he didn't have a truck to transport his staff in, but he's asking for 50% down.
Oh.
You know, we look at certain behavior aspect, and of course, you know, you should ask around and get some references and find out, especially, you know, when you're looking for a contractor, because contractors in the past, I don't know if today also, you know, they tend to not to have a good name,
Okay.
and it's a downfall for this business.
Industry.
Also, I'd like to add something else as well. You should also look at the structure of the business of the
Correct.
contractor, because I feel like if a person can't handle their business, they can't handle yours.
Correct. It's so true.
So with the construction industry, there are certain things that come with the business. Like you have a lot of contractors that charge back but don't pay back.
Mm.
You have a lot of contractors that charge certain amounts of money or don't include VAT. And they pocket whatever is belonging to the government.
Wow.
So basically, as a construction company, you should come with a license, a tax compliance certificate, employees liability, public liability, which is the insurance that will cover in the case that your job isn't done the way you expect it to be done. Also, contracts, that's another thing. A lot of contractors just do money, hand to money. You know what I mean? Money to hand, and they do the work. If you want to protect your interests as a homeowner or someone that's in the real estate business, I feel like you should do your homework when it comes to making sure that the legalities of the situation is in place to protect yourself.
So don't just go hire Johnny off the side of the road. Say I could build this. No, make sure everything's in place.
Make sure everything is in place.
Okay, awesome. And since you've been in the business so long, what are some mistakes that you see that new home builders make when hiring a contractor? What are some mistakes when they're building, and how can they avoid them?
I think the biggest mistake, what I've seen in the Bahamas, from my perspective, a lot of people hire people based on who they know.
Okay.
I feel like a relationship doesn't determine whether what you need done is going to get done. It actually puts you at a disadvantage.
Okay.
If the relationship isn't handled personally on the correct level and separated from the business level. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like over here people need to look a lot more at the credentials of a contractor as opposed to a low price who you know. People protect your interest when it's a business relationship.
Correct.
You know? So I feel like that's the biggest mistake I've seen.
Well, TC, we gotta make some cool cards. This is a hot topic today. I like what's happening here. And also, what's the average time frame you'd say to construct probably a single family home or a multi-family or duplex? What's the average time frame? I'm sure the person look, because some persons don't know. You know, they just go by, I guess, what the contractors say. But what's the average time frame of building a single family home from a multi-family?
A single family home or multi-family home, basically, I think that would come under the topic of like the government house structure, correct? A basic government house structure. You used to purchase a government land and get a plan from the Ministry of Works. Basically, the project would have 4 phases.
Okay.
So you would have your foundation, your bell course, your roofing, and then the windows and the finished work. I think the most that a contractor should push a job when it comes to building a full home, tops 5 months.
Okay.
And that's only to make way, depending if that contractor has the connections to get those approvals.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 5 months is maximum.
So no
time.
8 months, 10 months.
No 8 months time. You know, we've built homes, we've completed homes in 3 months.
Okay.
4 months. 4 months is good time, you know, taking into consideration the inclement weather.
Okay.
You know, such things as that. But if everything is in line, the finances are there.
Correct.
And I also advise any homeowner who's in the new phase of building.
Okay.
You know, pay in phases.
Correct.
Like she mentioned, there's the foundation.
Okay.
So pay for the foundation first. Don't give somebody 50% of the total cost of your money unless you know who they are.
Yeah.
You know?
Or you locked in contract-wise.
Yes. So you pay in phases. Make sure the foundation phase is completed. Then you it's a percentage for that. And then, like she said, you take the home up to bell cost.
Okay.
All right. So there's a phase percentage for that.
Correct.
Then there's a phase percentage for roofing.
Okay.
So if you go and give them 50% and they don't manage the money properly,
you're screwed.
You are in trouble.
Thing. Yeah.
I think also homeowners should educate themselves on the laws of the Bahamas when it comes to building your homes, because there was a story where somebody, like I said, they got someone that they know to help with the home, right? And they built the foundation, built the entire house, big home, you know, but they skipped the entire process of getting the approvals.
Oh.
You know, once you lay a foundation, you have to bring someone to prove that electricity.
Correct.
They skipped the entire process.
Wow.
So they was tied up, couldn't move into the house, you know, all these different things. So you have to make sure your contractors are knowledgeable of that
process.
Well.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Do you do projects in the outer islands or just here in Nassau?
We've done projects in the outer islands. Most my dad did in the years. He managed many different projects, basketball courts, parks, what else?
Yeah, we built a couple small buildings for governments on the outer family islands. Yeah, we'll be happy to. We'll be happy to.
We definitely.
Homes.
That's definitely the we're trying to get into bigger scale on the outer islands.
Okay.
At this moment, so that's definitely what we're looking at.
All right, that's trying to plug inside there. So I know we spoke about in paying in phases. So is there a normal payment schedule that is industry-wise? I know you say phases. Is that a normal industry payment schedule, or how is it done?
Yes, that's the banks pay in phases. The government, when they were in the business of building homes, it's a phase.
Okay.
It's a phase. Yeah, that's normal. Some contractors would come in. Oh, I would like 50% down payment. You know, you can give 50% if you can trust that contractor.
Okay.
If you know his reputation.
Correct.
If you know he's not going to squander your money out. But yes, the phases is normal with the banks and with the government low-cost housing projects when it was in place.
Okay. And for FME, is there any warranty included with your projects or anything, or does that?
Yes. Anything we do, there's always a 6 months warranty. Yeah, we give you 6 months to a year.
Okay.
You know,
depending on the level of the project.
Okay.
Yeah, we offer like 6 months to a year. And in that time, if anything flops that is on us,
correct,
we fix it.
We'll return and fix it.
Awesome.
So all of this would be included. There's something homeowners should look out for when you sign in a contract with a contractor. Look out for your warranty. Look out for your phases, because then you could control
what's happening,
what this contractor does.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You can't just give him 50% and say, okay, go do this work. Some people are going to do that, but then at another point, you have to understand some people can't handle that large amount of money.
Correct.
You know, money in a fool's hand is
serious thing.
You know, friend.
quick as it comes, quick as it goes.
Yeah.
So.
All right. And how can viewers reach out to you if they want to use your services to build a home or to renovate or to just manage a project that's going on? How can they reach out to you?
Well, if you want to reach out to us, we definitely have an Instagram account, which is FME Construction. You could contact us at 436-8533 or 376-8533, or you could email us at fmeconstruction1@gmail.com.
Awesome. And before we leave, is there anything else, any other advice that you might want to give a person who's about to build, or anything that you can throw that somebody could use?
The advice that I would give someone is to do your homework, because I feel like protecting yourself financially as a homeowner isn't something that's common in this country. With certain clients that we've worked with, we face, once you face certain challenges, you learn more.
Correct.
And when there's a difference in working with clients that are from the Bahamas and working with foreign clients.
Correct.
What they look for and what they demand creates this challenge where I would like to give that to Bahamian people so they see the way that they should have these contractors, you know what I mean? They be on that
to the T.
The finances to the T. So I feel like that's the advice that I would give any Bahamian homeowners or anybody that's interested in renovating. Just make sure, be on top of your game, because you're not obligated to the contractor, they're obligated to you.
That's another one, TC. Boy, I like this. But thank you again, Mr. Major and Fredia. It's been an awesome show. I enjoyed this. For letting persons know about the construction industry. when it comes to real estate and renovations, different stuff. I'm sure a lot of persons will value this show. But before we leave again, you know the drill. If you watch me on YouTube, I need you to subscribe to this channel. If you watch me on Facebook, I need you to like this page. If you watch me on Instagram, I need you to follow me. If you watch me on LinkedIn, I need you to connect with me. But until next time, it's been a pleasure for you joining us on PKR. Where next time we'll be interviewing somebody else. So there's another surprise. All right, I'm not letting the cat out of the bag again. So until next time, stick around and stay tuned.